Okay, so today I wanted to go over some of the stuff that we learned while we were at Super Saturday this weekend. It was a lot of fun, and they had some really good announcements for everybody. So today we're going to go over the 5 steps of being a successful Beachbody coach. If this will work. Okay. So for Super Saturday, one thing that they announced, I don't know if you guys follow Carl Deichler, the CEO of Beachbody, or not, but last year one thing that he wanted to do was to drink Shakeology every single day of the year. He didn't want to miss a day. And so this year it's kind of a thing that he wants to pass down to all of us. So if you guys have seen, I've been posting like the countdown numbers for the year of drinking my shake every day. And it's called a 365er, or some people are doing a 366er since it's a leap year and there's an extra day this year. But basically, Carl is going to send a prize at the end of the year to everybody who orders a month's worth of Shakeology in the month of 2016, because obviously that shows that you're doing something to better your life and to be a healthier version of yourself if you're drinking Shakeology every day. So just an FYI, if you order it every month, then you will get a prize at the beginning of next year. Also, the theme for 2016 is Stronger Every Day. Last year it was Everyone Matters, and this year they're really focusing on the people that we have since we grew so much in 2015. We want to make sure that we are all being a product of the product and that we're being stronger every day by drinking our Shakeology, getting our workouts in, and then that we're also doing our personal development. They also announced, I don't know if you guys listened to the Surge at all. They posted in the group with a reminder. I don't know how familiar you guys are with this, but every year Beachbody does a Success Club trip. And basically every time that you get a Success Club point from selling a challenge pack, then you earn what they call cruise dollars. And for 1 Success Club point, you get 5 cruise dollars. In certain months, they double that up. So this month is a double month. So every Success Club point you get 10 cruise dollars. And all of that adds up till the end of the year. And for the following year, that money goes towards whatever the Success Club cruise is. So like, I'm still waiting to get off the waiting list, but for next year, they decided that they were going to have 2 separate trips because there are so many people who are hitting Success Club and doing what they're supposed to be doing. And they announced that one was to the Dominican Republic. And then the Elite Cruise, so the top 10 coaches of Beachbody for 2016 will get to go to, I don't even know how to say that, somewhere in Italy. And it looks amazing. So I just like to share that because one of the great things about Beachbody is they do like to reward their coaches just for doing their job. And you really do get to go on free trips. I know Monica got to go, or she had her trip paid for to go last year on the Success Club trip, but unfortunately she got married the month after, so she wasn't able to go. But this year she does get to go on the Success Club trip. And like I said, if I get off the waiting list at some point, mine's already paid for as well. So I'm going to be kind of upset if I don't get off the wait list. But at least we know that next year they have it taken care of by having 2 separate trips for everybody. Also, I don't know if you guys have heard of this yet, but Beachbody has put together a My Challenge tracker, and basically it's for our challenge group. So instead of having to have an actual group on Facebook, we'll have an actual app that we can track our challengers with. And they'll download the app, and so will we, and they'll be able to check in every day if they've done their workout, if they've drank their Shakeology, and then they can still post questions just like they do now, but it'll be an actual app that they can use for it. And on the coaching side, the app looks a little bit different, so we can actually track how many days our people are drinking Shakeology, how often they're actually checking in. So it really will make our jobs a lot easier. And I know that none of you have ran your own challenge group yet, but once you do, you'll notice how much easier this will make our lives. And that is coming out at the end of this month or the beginning of February. It'll just kind of be when they get all the things worked out with it. Also, January 19th is when we can register for the Success Club trip. So even if you don't know for sure if you're still going to be doing Beachbody then, or if you don't know for sure if at that point you'll even be able to go on the cruise, you should at least register for it because, like I said, there's a long waiting list almost every year. Within 30 minutes, the registration is usually closed and you automatically get put on the wait list. So I put a reminder on our page so that we can all remember to register for it. And then as we get closer to the 19th, I'll tell everybody about it again. Also, our next Super Saturday is in April. So I really want to make sure that everyone puts it on their calendar so that they attend a Super Saturday near them. If you can attend the one near you, that's fine. I know Monica's really trying to get all of us to go out to Dallas so that we can all do Super Saturday with her. The great thing about her being in Dallas is that's one of the biggest Super Saturdays that there is. And Carl Deichler usually always shows up for theirs, and they even get to do a live workout with Autumn. So that's a great thing about getting to go there. I know that me and Leon have talked about if we decide to go, we can just carpool and have a bunch of people drive with us because it's only about like 7.5 hours we've been out to Dallas times. Okay, so product announcements. Hey Candace, can you mute your phone? See if I can do it myself. Okay. Product announcements. Hammer and Chisel is still $160 for the month of January. 21-Day Fix and 21-Day Fix Extreme are both $140. The Kickstart, so either of those programs with the 3-day refresh is going to be $180. And then there's also a challenge pack that includes the 3-day refresh plus a month's worth of Shakeology as well, which is $140. So just so you know what those challenge pack sales are. Another thing that came out today is the Cafe Latte Shakeology. So it's the coffee flavored Shakeology. I've heard it's amazing. You can kind of taste a little bit of chocolate in it. It's not overbearing with coffee flavor. There's not any extra caffeine from it. It's just the natural caffeine from actual coffee beans. So that's always nice. Also, starting January 25th, they're going to start selling the little separate packets of Energize and Hydrate in 10 packs. So you can buy those to have when you are on the go. I drink Energize almost every single day. I love it. It's completely replaced me drinking pop or Red Bull or anything like that. And it keeps me focused throughout the day. So if you haven't tried it, you might like it. Also, Tristan drinks Hydrate every day since she struggles with keeping hydrated. And she's not allowed to have sugar. Her doctor recommended her to drink that, and it's been pretty successful for her. In March, the 22-minute hardcore is coming out. I don't know if you guys have paid attention or heard about that, but that's going to be the new Tony Horton workout program. It's 22 minutes long, and it's all focused around military-based workouts. I am going to do a training with everyone about product launching. So probably at the end of this month, we're going to do that training so that we can all make sure that we're really promoting for that program, so that as soon as it's time for that program to come out, we already have a big list of people who want to purchase it from us. Also, one of the new things that they're going to do, I believe starting next month, is Beachbody On Demand Unlocks. If someone wants to purchase, they're starting off with Size, Body Beast, and I want to say T25. If someone wants to purchase those programs, but they don't need the DVDs, they just want to do it on Beachbody On Demand, they're going to start selling that a little bit cheaper so that you can have the full program of the different programs that aren't already completely unlocked on Beachbody On Demand. So if you have any other questions about that, just let me know. All right, February Team Cup. So every February we have, I don't know how to post this. Okay, never mind. Every February we have our Team Cup, and basically it's where we all team up together. You can have a team of 4. And you can win prizes. You don't have to do anything different than what you're already doing, except making sure that you hit Success Club. And if you hit Success Club 5 or Success Club 10, and your team all hits a certain level of Success Club points, you win different prizes. And the prizes this year are pretty good. I heard that one of them is Beats by Dre. They're giving away Apple TVs and then different shareware, so like Beachbody clothes and things like that. And the good thing about it is you can hit all 3 tiers. So if your team is successful and you're successful and you hit Success Club 10, you can hit all 3 prize brackets. Once I get the exact prizes, I will let you guys know so that you can see exactly what it is and what you could be winning. But I would definitely start thinking about who you want on your team. Like I said, you can have 4 people, and we can also reach out to Team Persevere. So if we need people from them as well to team up with us, that's perfectly fine. But I would start thinking about it because registration is going to open on the 19th, and we need to make sure that we're registered because last time we missed the registration date and we weren't able to participate. Okay, so let's get started on the bulk of the call. The 5 steps of being a successful Beachbody coach. The first one is a mental mindset. So this is where your personal development comes in. In what area are you lacking? Where can you make improvements? And what are you currently reading? So if you know that you just suck in one area of being a coach, then that's where you need to start. If you don't have a personal development book now, you really need to find one. If you don't know where to start, then ask me and we can find the perfect one for you. I just started reading Fail, Fail Again, and Fail Better. I love it so far. I'm really excited to get through it. I can let you guys know some of the different points that I get out of it. I also just finished You Are a Badass, and that one's really good for like self-doubt or allowing other people to kind of like down talk you out of your dreams or things that you're wanting to do with your life. But definitely you need to be reading something. I can tell you when I suck at my business, it's always because I'm not doing my personal development. So make sure that you're doing that every day, at least 10 pages or 10 minutes of personal development. And you don't necessarily have to read it. I do a lot of audiobooks now, and I just listen to it on my way to go pick up the kids from school. So that's an easy way to do it. I mean, instead of wasting your time listening to the radio, listen to something that's actually going to build you as a leader. The next one's get engaged. So I want everyone to participate. Make sure that you're on all of our team calls. I know that it's really hard sometimes. We have busy schedules, busy lives. We have children, things like that. But I really do put a lot of time into our team calls, and I know Monica does as well. And plus, the more that we see each other, the more we're here to help each other. And when we start falling off on our business, generally it's when you're disengaging yourself from the team. I can tell you same thing, when I sucked at my business, before I broke off onto our own team, generally I was missing calls, I wasn't doing my personal development, and I just wasn't as engaged. So make sure that you're on all of our team calls. Also, make sure that you go to our Super Saturdays. Those events are awesome, and I can tell you every time I go to a Super Saturday, it like re-motivates me and re-pumps me up for my business. This isn't an easy business, and it's really easy to get discouraged with it. And those kind of events are the ones that keep you pushing. Plus, there's so many amazing stories and great people. I can tell you that the people that I've become really close with on Team Persevere, and even just random coaches that I've met through going to Super Saturday and stuff, they really are my family, and they're people who I turn to for any aspect of my life. So I really want you guys to think the same way about our team, and I really want to make sure that we're kind of like a big family. So I want us all to be really engaged and make sure that we have an open communication together, just because that helps with the whole team morale. The next one is own it. I want all of you to set non-negotiables. I found an awesome checklist that I'm going to email out to everyone, and me and Leon just started using it. And basically, it's a daily checklist of everything you should be doing as a Beachbody coach, depending on what level you're at. And it goes all the way down to posting your workout picture and drinking your Shakeology, and then all the way up to checking up with challengers, checking in with your team, things like that. So here's a couple non-negotiables that you already should know that you should be doing right now. You need to hit Success Club 10 every month, or for some of you, it may be Success Club 5. But I know that I really want to be an elite top coach at the end of this year. So my goal is to hit Success Club 10 every single month. Leon has hit Success Club 10 since this past July. If he makes it all the way to this July coming up, he's going to be a Success Club All-Star. And that's an amazing thing to achieve. So it is possible. You just have to keep pushing for it. Also, you have to invite people every single day. Even if that's the only thing that you do or the only thing you have time to do, make sure that you're doing it. Also, make sure that you're tracking daily, weekly, and monthly so that you know who you're talking to, what it is that you're doing, or when you feel like you're not getting enough out of your business, maybe it's something that you could be changing, or you could change where your focus is. Also, same thing, show up to all of our weekly calls, and that includes our calls. The Team Persevere calls aren't mandatory, but they do provide good information, and it gives you an extra accountability. So I like to always show up to their calls. And also make sure that you're always listening to the National Wake Up Calls. They come out, they're live on Mondays at 10, I want to say Pacific time, 10 a.m., but they have them on podcast as soon as the afternoon hits. So you can always re-listen to them then. And I always listen to them in the afternoon anyways. And then I always want all of us to check in on Monday evenings or Tuesday mornings just to kind of go over your takeaways from it. Those calls are pretty awesome, and it's like the top elite coaches out of all of Beachbody, so they're definitely worth listening to. Also, whenever we have our team calls, one thing that I'm going to start incorporating, once I give you guys these tracking sheets, I want you guys to bring them to every single call. And that's just going to be kind of an accountability check-in. And I'm going to bring mine as well. Because I can tell you sometimes I'm not doing as much as I need to be doing. And I feel like if we do that, that can give ourselves, you know, our own accountability. Because I know I sure am not going to want to show up to our call and expect you guys to have it and I don't have it. So hopefully we can use that to hold each other accountable. Also, one thing that was said at Super Saturday that kind of really stuck with me is your business is a direct reflection on how many people you're actually helping. So I want you to look at it that way. I don't want you to worry about Success Club numbers and all of that stuff. I want you to worry more about how many people you're actually helping. Because we are helping people. We're making a huge difference in people's lives. And I know over the holidays our challenge groups were kind of crappy. You know, people are disengaged. They have so much going on. But I really hope that our challenge group that's going on right now is motivating you guys as much as it's motivating me. Because every day that I get on there, it just totally motivates me for the entire day. Also, I posted this picture on here. It says the moment you're ready to quit is usually the perfect moment before the big miracle happens. So do not give up. I love this picture every single time I see it, because think about how many times you've seen someone quit on a goal when they are right there, like holding on by the, you know, a thread, and they give up right at the last minute because they think that it's going to take so much more work or take so much longer, when really they're right there. So don't give up and keep pushing, and I promise it will be worth it. The next one is do what you're told. So just do it. Enough said. That's it. So if me or Monica asked you guys to do something, we're asking you to do it for a reason. And generally it's because it's something that's going to build your business and make you successful. Yes, it sucks sometimes. Yes, I get tired of doing things sometimes as well. But I promise you, if you do the basics of what we are asking you guys to do, you will be successful in this business. I can tell you that my goal as a coach for this year is for all of you to be successful and for all of you to hit your goals. Because obviously I'm not being a good coach if I'm not helping you do that. Also, are we all working out? Are we all eating clean and drinking our Shakeology? We cannot expect people to want to buy a product from us, especially one that's on a high price range, if we're not even doing it or if we can't show our own results. So just think about that. And yes, I know we're all busy. We all have a lot going on. But if you need some extra accountability, reach out to our group. Reach out to me. I am perfectly fine with calling and checking on you every day or shooting you a text message to see if you've gotten your workout in or how your nutrition is. If that's what you need, that's what we're all here for. And if you're not doing it, why? Is it just that you're scared? Is it that you don't want to be doing it? Do you not want to be a coach, or you don't want to be healthy? I'm sure neither one of those are the case. But I know sometimes it's either a mental thing that you are, you know, kind of down talking yourself, or you don't feel as confident, or it might just be that you need a little bit of extra help or motivation. And again, if that's the case, then just let us know. The last one is be hungry. So stay hungry, beast on success. Everyone wants to be a beast until it's time to do what real beasts do. This, like I said, this is not an easy business to work for. A lot of time people are like, oh, it's a pyramid scheme and you just get people under you and you just sit around and make money off them. That is not the case. You have to work your butt off to have success in this business. But the thing is if you do that and you find your, I guess you could say, rhythm, and you get in the swing of it, once you do that, then it's just all uphill from there. It's just a matter of, you know, having the right mindset and having that drive and that push to do it. I know that I can have a way better life with Beachbody than I could ever have done before. So I'm not going to give up. And trust me, I've had the conversation with Leon multiple times, like, maybe I should just get another job and not do this anymore. Maybe this is just not what I'm meant to be doing. And every single time we literally talk ourselves back out of it, like, no, this is what we're meant to be doing. God put this in our life for a reason, and we're not quitting. Like, there's not an option for us to quit this whatsoever. Okay, so these are my ending notes and some homework for you guys. Another thing that was said at Super Saturday, some people's lives depend on what we have to offer them. I want you to really think about that. That totally stuck with me. Whether it's a financial thing that someone just wants to make a couple extra $100 a month. Think about how much, even if you're not making that yet, if you could make an extra $500 a month, how much that would help your family. Or in the weight loss aspect, the people who have struggled their whole life to lose weight, or have struggled ever since they've had kids to lose weight, and they just can't stick with it and can't do it. We have the tools to help those people do those things, not to mention a spiritual or a psychological thing. A lot of people are depressed when they're overweight or if they don't have enough money. I can tell you any kind of issue me and my husband have had is generally if we are struggling financially. And I can tell you Beachbody offers a relief for that. And if we don't offer that to people, we could be robbing them of them having that in their future as well. So it's our job and our responsibility to offer that to people and to tell them about it. Also, courage can overpower fear. Serve people and serve them well. I do not want you guys to, I know how easy it is to let other people get into your ear. I've done it. I know a lot of other people who have done it, which is why I've started off coaching with a lot of other coaches and they've all quit. There are only a couple of Monica's original coaches who are still hanging on. And that's because they listen to their family who's telling them they're crazy. Why would you want to do that? Or one of the things they talked about Super Saturday was your neighbor who's unhappy with their life and they work 60 hours a week and they never get to see their kids, but they're nagging at you about why are you posting healthy recipes or why did you post a motivational quote today? Who cares? If they're not happy in their life, you don't want to have a life like theirs, so don't listen to them. Who cares what they have to say? You should be listening to your upline or people who have been or seen the success that you could be having with this business, because those are the people who have been in your shoes and they can see where your future can be. So don't listen to those negative Nancys and those naysayers who are telling you that you're crazy. Just keep pushing because you're doing it for a reason and you signed up for a reason. Your homework. I want you to really think about this. Do you believe? I want you to make a list of things that Beachbody can do for you that your current situation cannot. Do you truly believe that that will work for you? And if you don't, then maybe we can have a conversation about it. Or if you do, I want you to really think about all of the things that you list down of how Beachbody can change your current situation. I know that my list goes on, and I add to that list all the time. Because there are very few jobs that you have the potential to promote yourself or raise your income, things like that, as you do with Beachbody. And then I want you to have a why that will make you cry. So I really want you guys all to think of your why. And I know we've talked about it before, but I really want you to dig deep. I don't want it to be oh, I just want to be healthy or I want to help people. I want you to really dig deep. Why did you start this? What touches you to your soul about being a Beachbody coach? Like what gives you that drive and makes you want to do it? I can tell you that one of the biggest things that got me started on Beachbody was my very first day of college, my mom had a heart attack. And I literally spent my whole afternoon the first day I started college in the hospital with my mom. For months after that, she was not supposed to be stressed out. So she took a break from work. Her and my dad split up, and I paid my mom's mortgage for my first year in college. And I worked extra to do it. I took care of my sister who was 16 at the time. And I don't want my children to ever have to worry about that. And still to this day, my mom is in the worst health. By looking at her, you wouldn't know it because she's always been smaller than me. So it's not like she's extremely overweight. She just doesn't take care of herself. And I don't want my kids to ever have to worry about that. I don't want them to have to get a call that when they're teenagers that I'm having a heart attack, or when they just have babies that I'm having a stroke or something like that. And that's one of my biggest whys, not to mention all the other positives of Beachbody. But I really want you guys to think about that and think about what your story is. Because if you know your story and you can share your story, then people are more than likely going to follow you and be able to relate to you a lot more than what they would if you don't have one. I'm going to stop sharing this.